Hi, welcome to my home studio slash bedroom. I'm Venny Debray. I'm a film music composer and also a producer. And I'm going to be showing you a track today that I made using the Arca and the Vespera Pro instruments from the Mandala 2 collection. So these days I mostly work in film music, and I wanted to make a track that reflected that, dive into the possibilities of these instruments and how I could use them to make different sort of soundscapes and get different emotions coming through. The piece I made has like three separate parts. It's kind of mysterious, kind of calm, maybe a bit nostalgic, but also a little exciting, and it drives you forward. The introduction has this rhythmical, driving, steady beat. To make it, I chose a preset in the Vespera Pro collection of sounds in the pads, Simlai B032A. It's got this really cool electronic sound. That's super epic. It's like totally full, lots of echoes. I went into the tuning by clicking this tuning fork. And then I muted some of the sounds. I kind of got rid of the bass, and then we're left with this really nice, high-pitched, more quiet and discreet sound. This evokes like a movie opening or like an establishing sequence. Train sounds, we're getting carried forward. Under that, there's a couple underlying beats, almost like stabs. These are made with the Arca instruments, Gravity Trap. The introduction then builds up slowly into a more dramatic opening, like you're opening onto a strange world, coming from the Vespera Pro instrument, which is mostly electronic, and going into the Arca series, which has this sort of raw acoustic sound with a lot of graininess to it, and one Vespera Pro sound called Samba de Cana, which sounds like a storm. Super percussive, super dramatic. It just adds that sort of low end grit. So we're slowly building up and evolving with these stringed instruments, and I automated some of the axes to get the most motion out of them. On the bass, we have this cool Arca sound called Gravity Trap. And I added Borealis reverb to it. So the Arca strings give this nice, natural feel. And then the Borealis reverb adds an ethereal dimension to it. And then I'm still using some electronic sounds to ground us in that electronic feeling. It's so cute! Like little raindrops. So we've just had this big intense moment opening the horizons, and now we're going to a super cute, intimate, soft feel with my voice and a resonator piano. It's so nice. It's really soft. It's really sweet. The reverb's doing a lot of heavy lifting on my voice. I chose the preset Ducking Church. Ouch. Oh yeah. On top of the piano, there's still a couple plucks of aardvark sound. It's bringing this sort of nighttime feel. It sounds almost like crickets in the summertime. It's super subtle. And then I added a little bit more of the string sound, cornucopia, and solemn strings. Part 3 is where it's happening. We bring in all the instruments together. I wanted to pick up the pace again. On the bass, I put this staccato epic sound called Ulysses Unfolding. I took out some of the higher sounds. I left mostly just the bass part. I gave it some reverb, but I sort of played around with the settings of the dryness and the wetness. Okay, so there's this tremolo, weird sound, really, that does like. It's called sombras. I brought the triangle axis all the way down for this one. Aardvark and imaginary piano are doing sort of like bass rhythmic plucks, solidifying the rhythm. And then the main centerpiece of this section is Helios. Okay, so that's the track. It's all Arca, Vespera Pro, and my voice and Borealis reverb. We really went through all these different moods and textures, and I really like doing that in soundtracks whenever I can, so it's cool. I hope that you get to explore these sounds and come up with probably something completely different. Have a great day. Bye. Thanks for watching.